Hello, everyone. Listen, we didn't put on the Batman masks. Shoot. Dang it. We're bored.
Nobody's on. You can start it over.
We were going to put on these really hilarious Batman masks. Here.
Yeah, we were going to put on Batman masks, but my eyelashes will
We
probably
were thinking of starting the live video like, it makes me look weird.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
We're going to start the live video like this and scare you guys that we're weirdos.
Look at my eye.
Oh, my gosh.
That is hilarious.
Anyways.
One eye's down here, the other one's up here. I'm dying. Guys, now my eyes are watery. So, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? It is Friday, 1 o'clock your time, or 4 o'clock if you're in, I think it said Brisbane? No, Auckland. Right? Is that how it's pronounced? Auckland?
I don't know.
I thought that the Northern Lights were in New York, so I'm just going to stop now, okay? Listen, I just went through your guys' team page, and I have been dying to be added to this team page because, let me tell you, one of, like, what is it called? One of my, like, little obsessions, I guess?
Is you guys.
It's your guys' like, accents. Like,
He loves y'all.
Not too long ago, we had someone in our group, Emma Conway, and, like, I
She
would
was from
literally...
the Netherlands, right?
No, Australia.
Oh, I thought she was Netherlands.
No. Anyways, I would, like, literally stalk her Facebook page to watch her videos because I just love to listen to her accent. And I know you guys probably think that we have an accent, but...
Do we have an accent?
You guys have the better accent, okay? Jesus gave y'all the better accent. Let's just put that out there now. I would love to be able to have your guys' accent, but I'm boring and American.
She's tearing up already. Oh,
Oh
great.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh, my bag's under my eyes, you guys.
Put the mask back on.
I have bags under my eyes. I'm tired.
Anyways, we're so happy to be here. It is 9 o'clock our time. We normally don't ever do trainings this late.
Because of this, you guys. My dang bags.
But we love you guys. We don't even know a lot of you guys, but we know that we're a Scentsy family. And so, family, we love everybody. So, thank you guys.
How long do we have? Tell me how long we have.
Yes,
so we
please
know what
somebody
to say.
put that in the comments because we can go on.
So we saved this video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't get to see the cool comments.
Yeah. We're talking to our friends from Australia. I try to say that with an accent, but I totally said.
They sound so exotic and
Oh my gosh. I was just watching videos earlier and I was like, I just want to talk to them.
How much time do
I
we
like
have?
them.
Tell me.
Yes, before we
Tell
get
me, girl,
going,
tell me.
someone drop in there how
Jeannie.
long we have.
You have all day. Perfect.
Yes. Well,
All
get
right,
ready.
so should we tell a little about our story first? Or do you guys want us to just yell at you
We'll
first?
tell a little bit about our story first. So,
Okay.
Do you want to go?
No, you can start it. And I'll throw you on the
Okay.
bus later.
So, I'm Johnny. This is Deandra. We are the Ninos. We have... well, let's just start from the very beginning. I had 3 kids. She had 1. We met, instantly became a family of 3, 1, 5, 6. 2 years after we got married, we had a beautiful little girl. That same year, 2016, wow, 2016 is when we joined Scentsy. Well,
You're just missing a lot of what makes us a family.
I did. I went from 3, 1, 2, us, 6.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to go into details?
The nonsense in between. Yeah, because
Okay.
I think that
Okay,
Jeannie
so-
wants them, her peeps to know our struggles and how we've overcome.
So, rewind.
those things.
Rewind.
Okay. So rewind. Forget all
I'm
that.
Johnny. I'm just kidding. When we met, I had my 3 kids. I did not have custody of my 3 kids. In fact, their mom didn't even have custody of them. When I moved back to Idaho, what?
Do they have CPS over there? I don't know.
Child Protective Services, CPS
Maybe.
here in America. I'm not sure what it's called over there in Australia. You guys are probably cool and keep all your kids safe, so you guys probably don't even have it. But here, we have CPS, and back in 2014, 2013, CPS had custody of my kids. I was actually incarcerated. I was taking care of legal issues. I wanted to walk around the state of Idaho with no legal problems, no fear of cops, no, having fear of walking down the street and a cop seeing me.
They're saying it's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Is it frozen? Are we frozen?
Is it frozen? Some people are saying it's frozen. We're not getting any issues or warnings on our end, so I don't know what happened.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Okay. Perfect. So, yeah, I wanted to walk a free man. I did not want to have to worry about walking down the street and seeing a cop and thinking that I had to run for my life. Which, by the way, here in America, you don't have to do that.
He was also, at that point, 3 years clean.
Yeah, I think I was like 2.5, 3 years clean off of meth. I was addicted to meth for a while and ended up getting out of that. But that's a story for another time. So, CPS had my kids. We met, and she had her kid because she was a good girl. She had her baby. She worked a full-time job. She was pretty kick butt at whatever she did. And then we met, and she kind of learned my story and where my kids were, because at the time my kids were still in CPS care, and it was like a really slow process for me because it was just me, a single dad, trying to fight for his kids, and I didn't have the money to get put into a lawyer, like a real lawyer. So it was a really slow process for me. I had like a public defender, and public defenders here in America are the worst. Don't come to America and get in trouble because the public defender is not for you. He is for the prosecutor. Just know that. So don't come here and get in trouble, y'all. I'm telling you right now. You go on vacation, leave on probation. I'm telling you. So anyways, really slow process for me to get my kids back. I was working really hard. I was doing all of the things. It was just really slow because I didn't have the money to put into a lawyer to make things faster. So I meet this lady. And she is like an extra income, basically, you know, on top of all the stuff that I'm going through. And she like sees that like, hey, you know, you have a job, I have a job, we can, you know, we're handling bills, you know, with one income. Why don't we throw my entire income into the kids, like into a lawyer for the kids? And I kid you not, she literally would pour her entire income into a lawyer for these kids. And I look back at it now and I'm kind of like, dang, I've been kind of a dick to her, and she was so good to me all those years. I'm so sorry.
I still am. And he's still not very nice.
So anyways, she is working at T-Mobile, making really good money, and she would literally pick up extra shifts. She would take extra days, and she would even do, even when she was like 8 months pregnant with our kid, she was doing midnight shifts for like iPhone launches, and those are huge. So everything that we had at that point was going into the kids. We finally got the kids 1 month after we got married. Yeah. So funny thing, 2014, January that year, you know, I remember that New Year's, I was like kind of still talking to the kids' mom, but not really, like, because I knew that she was just poison, venom, all that stuff. So I just knew that it was the end. So June that same year, 2014, my 24th birthday, all the birthdays that I ever had with my kids' mom, it's one mom, guys. My kids' mom, 3 kids, 1 mom, I promise. All of my birthdays were never good. For some reason, she made them all about her, or she would start drama, or something. So, 24th birthday.
Hang on, I'm going to close this door because these kids are not going to sleep.
24th birthday, I remember, like, I was just sick and tired of the constant disappointment. I was just sick and tired of this person who was supposed to be, like, my forever everything. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it now. Like, you know, kept making my special day, a day that was supposed to be special for me, horrible. And, like, I just remember going to bed that night, like, praying and crying. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, I was, like, ugly crying in bed, like, this isn't fair, Jesus. I just want my family to be together. I just want, like, to live a normal life. Like, what do I need to do? Like, what is that going to take? Like, and if that means that I have to leave this person and you're going to send me some, like, miracle worker, then please just freaking do that already, because I am sick of living this life. I am sick of living this way. And literally 3 weeks later, here she comes.
And I wanted a lot of kids in a white picket fence.
She got the lot
Little
of kids.
did I know.
She got the lot of kids right away. So literally 3 weeks after my 24th birthday, after I literally begged God to give me something different, someone that was going to actually love me for me. And 3 weeks later, here comes this girl trolling on my Facebook.
Trolling? Wow.
Literally.
We met on Facebook, you guys, okay?
Yeah, and so you know, we met in June 2014. We got engaged July 2014. Got married September 2014. Got the kids.
We got married fast. We knew we were going to get married,
Yeah.
but we got married extra fast to prove to the courts that we were serious, and so that we could work our very hardest to get full custody of the kids, because they were in a very horrible situation. So CPS had full custody. They go back and forth. Johnny only had 48-hour visits on the weekends. And so we were working really hard to make sure that they didn't have to go the back and forth, and that CPS no longer had any rights over the kids.
Yeah. So we got the kids. We got married September 2014. Got the kids the very next month, full time. I was awarded CPS was squashed, and they were taken out of CPS custody and given to me full time. Given to us full time. And here in the state of Idaho, Idaho is a mom state. They are all about reuniting the kids with the mom.
They actually get a bonus for reuniting from who they took them from.
Yeah.
They took them from their birth mom. So the State Department would have got a bonus for reuniting them with who they took them from.
Yes, I remember at one court date, like I knew that their mom had used meth, because that's what she does. I had knew, like, you know, I was in the game before, and like I knew people still, and so people were telling me like, "Hey, Jennifer's still at her house, and she's supposed to be getting clean to get rid of his kids," and I'd be like, "Oh, let me go talk to the caseworker." So I told the caseworker like, "Hey, you know, she doesn't have the kids this weekend, but she's at a party house getting high this weekend. Like, I think you guys should drug test her. Like, this is grounds for terminations of her rights. Like, something needs to happen." And the CPS case lady in court had actually, this is when all this took place, in court, in front of the judge, literally said, "I'm not her probation officer. As long as she's able to take care of the kids when she has them, I don't care what she's doing on her free time." In front of the judge, and the judge was blown away. The judge was like, "Did you really just say that?" And she's like, "Well, I'm not her probation officer. Our goal is to get the kids back with their mom." And the judge that day was like, "Well, these kids ain't going anywhere with their mom. I'm ordering a hair follicle test and all this stuff," and like everything just unfolded after that. He finally gave me my kids back. He's the one who awarded me custody from CPS. Awarded us. I keep saying me, but awarded us custody of the kids from CPS. And then after that, like we literally went broke to pay into a lawyer so that I can get full legal custody of them, so that we could get. Well, no, at that time it was just me. So I'll go into the other stuff later. Let me turn that
So yes, then fast forward, that was in 2014. Fast forward to 2015, we got full legal custody in April of 2015. Their birth mom stopped any visitation at that point. So we were sole providers for all of the kids. We now had 4 kids, sole providers. I stopped working because it was just too hard to have one person work.
No, you're still working there.
Well, yeah, I had quit in 2015 though.
16 after Ella
2016. Never mind. I'm really bad with dates. Anyway, so 2015, we're both still working off and on. He stayed home a lot with the kids because my job was very good and very high paying.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we had other struggles. The kids had been traumatized mentally, physically, emotionally. It was pretty awful being in the situation that they were in, homeless and things like that. So we had a lot of trauma to deal with the kids as far as counseling and extensive
It's not us,
stuff
guys. It was all God. He's
like
the
that.
amazing one.
Yes, it was all Jesus. If we
always say
if we
this.
did not believe in God, we would have been divorced and done. I would definitely have left. All the stuff that we had to go through with CPS and court hearings and
not only because it's hard, but it's just heartbreaking to watch. Like,
yes,
because it just makes you think like, okay, this is just one case. How many cases are out there exactly like this that they're helping reunite to the bad parent? Like, how many cases are
that
there
the father
out, like,
stops fighting because they're just like,
Yeah.
it's too much money, it's too much hard. It's just hard. So we learned you can't ever give up, and that, you know, with God as your foundation, you can do anything because he can provide you the strength that you would never have on your own. So then fast forward to 2016, we had Everly. That's our daughter together, the one with the long hair. If you ever see our page, she's the one with the long hair and the unibrow.
She's the oldest one with colored eyes.
Yes, she has colored eyes. And what else? So that was 2016. And then in 2016, we went to a church that I had gone to prior to us meeting.
Well, we had been going to the church for a couple years together, and we had met
Our SSD.
Yeah, we met our Superstar director, Bree Katz.
Bree
I had actually
Katzenberger.
met her husband the prior year in June at a men's advance thing that we did. And like, I knew nothing about them. I didn't even know that she sold Scentsy because he didn't tell me. And then in May of that year, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had asked her for...
I asked her for a catalog. So we spent hundreds of dollars on Scentsy at Walmart. And so...
Well, not Scentsy at Walmart.
I mean,
wax.
Scents at Walmart. Oh my gosh, not Scentsy at Walmart. Walmart doesn't sell Scentsy here. Anyway, so we had spent a ton of money. Johnny was really OCD. Like, the house needed to be clean. It needed to smell nice. So we spent a lot of money on scents at Walmart. And I had seen somewhere that she sold Scentsy, and I had sold Scentsy like years and years prior, and I failed. I was not good. I don't even remember all the details, but it was like I was fresh out of high school. Anyway, so we asked her for a catalog, and she kept forgetting. Finally, one Sunday, we run into each other, leaving church, and she says, you know what, I keep forgetting to bring you a catalog. Here is a join brochure. So it was like a folder that she had put together with like a scent circle, her card, and join information, as well as
the catalog,
a catalog.
brochure?
Yeah.
Was it the real catalog or
Yes,
brochure?
the real catalog.
Okay.
Real catalog for sure.
We still have the folder.
Yeah. And is our internet not working? Because some people keep saying, oh my gosh. I really hope that you guys can see all this and that it's not messing up.
It doesn't
We've
say
not
any
moved
kind
and
of
it's
error,
not giving us
anything.
an error on our internet or anything, but I hope that it's fine. Anyways, we met our Superstar director that way. She had given us this join brochure, and it was like September.
Oh my gosh, they're saying can't see anything. Okay, we're gonna keep going as long as you say that it's okay. I'm not sure what's going on with you guys, the other guys. You know. I'm
Okay,
not sure.
I don't know, but okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so she had given us this information, so we like looked it over. Oh my goodness, whatever. I had sold every direct sales there was. Like, I had done every direct sales business that you could think of. I did it, and I failed at every single one. I either didn't have the support.
She even kind of failed at Unique, the makeup one.
Makeup.
A makeup one.
Yeah.
And she can
Yeah.
obviously do makeup.
I failed at selling makeup. Like 4 or 5 times. I sold 4 or 5 different makeups.
Check your Wi-Fi, y'all.
I sold weight loss stuff. I mean, that didn't work either. But no, so clearly it was just not meant for me. But we decided in September, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? We could, we bought like a 6-pack, and sticky cinnamon bun, was like the best. And he warmed
That's
that
what
and
won me
he was
over.
sold. He was like, oh my goodness, not only
And
did it
lasted days.
last days, but it like was so strong. So I was like, oh my gosh, well, she told me that we could sell it. Like, you know, what do you think about that? And he's like, well, you've sold everything. And he had never done direct sales anything and thought that they were a total hoax. He was like, no, you've done everything. Like, since we were together, he had done a few things, or I had done a few things, and he's like, no, like, you know, you just got bad vibes. Like, no, please, we're not selling anything. The more he thought about it, he was like, okay, well, you know, we could get stuff at a discount. I'm going to sign up as the consultant, and you can just help me. But we're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for a business. We're literally just going to do it to get free scents.
That worked out well.
Yeah, we had a huge launch party, I believe, in like November.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
our
we
December
promoted
check
to
was
lead.
like $800. We promoted to lead that month, and we were like blown away. We were like,
The
this
most
is
we
legit.
had ever made was like $300, and at that time, $300 to us was like, okay, this is nice, but it's really not even paying a full light bill because we have a lot of kids, and a light bill is more than $300. So we were like, this is cool, but like it's
Right.
not really helping us. Even though $300 was helping us, we didn't see it like that. So then we got this bigger check for $800, and we were like, whoa, this is like real money, like actual $800, like.
When you're a person that has lived like paycheck to paycheck or lived in a garage, like literally, I mean, it wasn't ghetto. I lived in a shed, so it's fine. I was homeless at one time. He was homeless at one time. It was a hot mess. So when you're used to that, like you don't realize like things like this. So we got our first $800 paycheck, and we were like, okay, we could do this. So we started asking her questions, asking Bree questions like, how can we do this? Like, what does this look like? How can we make it an actual business? And then, so we hit lead, and then we hit star.
I think in February.
in February. And then
2017.
April of 2017, we,
See how ungrateful we were?
April 2017, we like played around with numbers. We were star consultants, and finally towards the end of the month, I'm super competitive, and I talked to Bree and I was like, you know what, I'm seeing our numbers. We've got quite a few people, like we had 14 or 15 at that time, so something like that, 14 or 15 people by then, and we had just joined, 6 months prior. So we were like, I was like, okay, I think we could do this. We could promote to superstar consultant. So the more I crunched numbers, and the more with her, of course, because I'm bad with numbers, but with her, she crunched numbers for us, and she said, like, I think you could do this.
No, she was like, you guys can definitely do this. Like, even,
Right.
like,
And it was 48 hours to the end of the month. 48 hours to the end of the month. And I literally lived at her house, because I was like, okay, we can do this, but I need your help. So then I was like, you know what? Within that 48 hours, I'm like, you know what? We could hit director's numbers. I know we can. We could hit director's numbers. And so I'm like, what we're going to do is, it was Johnny's 4-year anniversary of being clean off of meth. So he had been 4 years clean, April 2017. And I said, I want to celebrate him huge. He deserves it. He's changed so much. I want to do this for him.
There's a baby and we want
She's
to stay
leaking.
asleep.
Anyways, the nursing baby might wake up. Anyway, so I was like, I want to do this for him. So I locked him out of the workstation, his own workstation, so he couldn't see where we were. And then I hustled for 48 hours. My team and I hustled, and I messaged every single person under the sun on my Facebook, asking for their support and the reason why I wanted to hit director.
And I kid you not, literally like 2 hours after I got to work and they got to started working, my emails started blowing up, and I was like, asking like, what the heck's going on? Like, all these people are ordering, like, and they're big orders, like just random PWS orders, and I'm like, what the heck is going on right now? Like, and she like trying to log into the workstation, and it wouldn't freaking log in because 2 jerks locked me out of it, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, not only have I been hacked, but like they're actually working the business. But it was these
And it
two.
was huge. So I was like, we got this. So in 48 hours, we sold like $4,000.
Yeah.
Because we were at like 2,000 PRV. So I sold $4,000 in PRV in 48 hours. I never knew that it was possible. Never. I was like, first off, we got to 2,000 and we were like, oh my gosh, this is huge. Like, there's no way we can get any more. Like, this is it. And so I sold $4,000. Then our team sold a bunch. We ended up hitting over $11,000 in team sales. And we double promoted from star consultant to director in April. April's a bad month over here in America. It's a bad month.
For Scentsy, anyways.
Yeah, for Scentsy. Yeah, and so it was insane, mind-blowing. We were like, oh my goodness, like, whatever. We then told him, we had a huge celebration, told him that we had hit director, and then we got comfortable, and we did not work the business as a business, and we did not hit director's numbers.
It was kind of like, oh, we got the title, like, now we can stop.
Yep. And we did not work the business as a business. We struggled with everything.
Yeah, with recruiting, PRV, we never did under 500, and that was on purpose because we wanted to get paid at numbers, like no matter where we landed. But PRV sucked. Like,
I think we were hitting just 500. That was
yeah, it never went over 1,000. Like, we didn't recruit much. We weren't working with the team. Like, we kind of just took the title and we ran. Mm-hmm. And we were kind of like title snatchers.
Whoever's up down there is not getting screen time and staying up tomorrow, so I suggest you go to sleep now.
And then September, after we promoted, our SSD had paid for us to go to boot camp, and we were like, this is kind of annoying. Like, we're really.
Did they get boot camp?
I don't know.
Do you guys get boot camp? Director boot camp, Star Summit.
But I felt like poo because we were DQ going to boot camp, and like I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, we're going to this director's boot camp as directors, but yet we're about to lose our title. So like we hustled again, like, because we knew like this can't happen again. So we hustled and we hustled and we hustled, and after that we did really good with the business. Like, we were not like
consistently.
We were consistently
sailing.
average.
Yeah, we were average.
And we didn't take the business serious for what it could do for us. No, they don't get boot camp. Oh man,
That sucks.
Oh dang, that's hard.
Oh, you have to come here to attend one. Well, let us know. We'll win the lottery and send you here so you can come. You can have boot camp at our house.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we didn't again after we re-promoted, got rid of the queue. We kind of just sailed along. We definitely did a lot more checking in with our people. Definitely did a little bit more PRB because we knew that counted. So we kind of worked a little bit harder.
But yes, our SSD was huge. We wouldn't be who we are today or where we are today without Brianna Katzenberger at all.
Yeah.
Someone that believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves and would push us and try to bust our excuses, because we were the type that we had every excuse under the sun. We would give you every excuse. If she said, oh my gosh, you need to make sure that you label your stuff when you're sending it out. So, if it gets into somebody's hands that don't know you, that, you're getting that contact. And we would literally be like, well, we don't have money for labels, so that's impossible. Can't do that. Like, attitude and everything. I swear, these kids is going to get the chonklo. Yes, our SSD, Brianna Katzenberger, is amazing. Total servant leadership. But she pushed us the whole way. She would try to bust every excuse we had, and we had every excuse. We don't have enough time. We just really don't have enough time.
We have 5 kids.
We have 5 kids. You only have 3, so you wouldn't know.
Taking care of Deandra's grandma.
Yeah, and we work, and I have Bible study, and I'm just really busy, and the kids just drain me, and I don't have time, and we don't have the means, and whatever. We had every excuse.
Let me tell you how amazing God is. Let me just tell you. So, even though we didn't know it, throughout all of that time, he was sending people to us. Boot camp, we went to, I swear, I don't care if you guys go to a boot camp and you guys think they're the most amazing people ever. Our boot camp people are my new family. I love them so much. Some of the people that we have met throughout Scentsy, anywhere, are some of the most amazing people. So let me just tell you that from September 2017 to March is when my mom passed away, right? March? I suck. I think it was March. Okay.
10th.
March of 2019. So from September 2017, when we re-promoted, went to boot camp, and then all the way to March, Jesus was putting these people into our lives, and we had no idea why.
Not just our boot camp people, but anyone we had met through Scentsy has turned into family.
Yes.
Anyone. And these are people that would check in on us, cheer for us, send us gift cards. Beyond amazing.
Yeah. And then I was going somewhere with that. So
okay, sorry.
Wait your turn, homie. Okay. Wait your turn. So anyways, my mom passes away in 2019. And prior to that, in our business, we were just pretty much average, just coasting along. And then my mom passes away, and
we were her caregivers, by the way. She lived with us.
She lived with us. She passed away in our bathtub. Not this house, another one. We moved from that house. And anyways, she passes away, and my mom was my everything. My mom, that little old lady, I remember the nasty, funky smell that she had on the top of her head, because it was a weird smell, and I loved it. But I loved my mom so much. She meant so much to me, and when she passed away, a lot of my family, blood family, wasn't there for me. They were not around. I am the black sheep of the family. I've always been different. My family is kind of, what's the term? Ghetto? I guess you would say.
Not all of them.
Well, some of them. Most of them, they just don't want better for their lives. They continue to live in the same life and have excuse after excuse and play the victim, and everything that's wrong in their life is everybody else's fault in the world except their own. And I knew that I did not want to live like that. That I did not want to grow up like the rest of my aunts and uncles, and I was not going to live like that. So I moved away very young. And from that very young age, my family looked at me as a black sheep because I was here in Idaho, surrounded by white people, and I was living like white people and all this stuff. So when my mom passed away, I literally felt like I had nobody. And then God, remember when I mentioned God earlier? He had placed all these people into our lives. I kid you not. So many people from our Scentsy family, they were the ones who reached out to us. They were the ones checking in on me. They were the ones asking, hey, how are you doing today? I know that it's been 1 week since your mom left. How are you feeling today? What can we do for you today? Can I pray for you today? Do you guys need anything? What can we do today to help make this grieving process for you easier? And that for me meant everything. And in that moment, when I wanted to give up and when I wanted to quit and when I wanted to put my Scentsy kit down and walk away, these people were coming at me with this: how can I help you? How can I pray for you? Can I send you guys money for food? Because I know you guys don't want to cook today. All those tiny little things that they did for us made me want to stay here. That the community is what made me want to stay.
We literally
in this
had
business.
meals for a month straight. Every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner delivered. We had meals and food, and
Even
people
after
sent
her
gift
funeral,
cards
we
and
had so much
date
leftover
night
food
stuff.
left, and it was just crazy because I knew that Bree, my SSD, gonna brag on her again. She did everything for the funeral, putting up the food. She created this beautiful slideshow with music and pictures of celebrating my mom's life.
Not everyone has an SSD like that, and
Yeah.
we get that. But she has become family.
Yes.
And we believe that she would do this for any one of her downline.
Well, we're
we
sharing
weren't
our
special.
Scentsy
Yeah.
story, babe. So let's share a Scentsy story. We know not everyone has that, but we're sharing our story, bro. Literally everything that happened after that, like, they are the ones who kept us within Scentsy community. Even when we wanted to walk away, they were the ones who were there for us. So I kind of still fell off the deep end. I did. Like, I went on medication. I eventually ended up losing my very well high-paying job because depression just got the best of me, and it was just hard. And that September is when Dee was like, you know what? Like, I think I can actually work this business for a business and actually help our family financially. Like, and she literally got to work that September. Like, I remember August of 2019, we had 686 PRV, and our team hit like 10,000 something in GWV. Not much, barely passing by. And then September, when she finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna work this business for what it is. Obviously, it's working. People are making good money. People are in the business for a long time. I'm gonna get to work. And literally that month, how much PRV did you do?
It was like 4,500.
Yeah, and our team, that was our first time that we were like this close away from like star directors numbers. I think we hit 26,000 GW as a group. So to see, that if you actually put in the work, like, it was gonna actually take you somewhere was pretty cool. But anyways, that's going way too far. But after my mom passed away, and the community is what kept us around. They loved us well. They made us want to stay. Even when we wanted to walk away and give up on everything in life, because trust me, I did. It was the community. It was y'all. All of this love and support, that's what kept us around, because that's what feeds us. And so, where was I going with that? I totally forgot.
No idea. You told me to shut my mouth and wait my turn, so I was waiting my
And for
turn.
once you listened. You shouldn't have listened to me. I think I was just going into September, like when we had walked away, and our team should have walked away from us, but they didn't. All of that, like, leading into September, when Dee was like, we can't keep living like this, like,
We almost got divorced
yeah.
numerous times. Ish, all the time. No, I'm just kidding. It was really bad.
I was very unhappy. I would sleep for days at a time. Like, it was just a really hard time in my life, as you can imagine. So, she was like, Johnny's kind of slacking, so I'm gonna pick up our kit and run with it, and she did.
Yeah, so in September, I just said I'm going to work the business like a business. I would carve out 8 hours a day. I would figure out stuff with the kids. I'd have my mom help, whatever I could. I had kids up in my business all the time. My samples were ruined, whatever. It became literally a family business. I would give kids tasks to do. They would help me deliver orders. They would help me package orders. They would help me do samples. And all those excuses... Can you push that? I don't want to mess it up.
Squirrel reading the
The
comments.
point of the story, what I'm getting, is that things have happened in your lives and you never really threw in the towel. You guys just... Yeah, exactly. And we, every excuse that we had became our why. We busted our own excuses and turned them into our whys. So I don't care if I had labels. I would write with a Sharpie on my samples. Whatever I had to do to get it into people's hands, whatever I had to do to make new connections. I joined moms groups. I joined groups that had stuff in similar whatever. I built genuine relationships with people. I made friends from all over the world.
You know what we finally did to bust our label excuses? We bought our printer.
It was only $50.
That's all we had to do. All the years is buy this dang $50 printer, and we had labels for days.
Right, and so we
Busting
busted our own excuses. It didn't matter what it was. We busted our own excuses because everyone has excuses, just like everyone has a belly button, and they all stink. So, if your belly button smells good, then that's good. But
Really
excuses are like belly buttons. Everyone has one, and they all stink. Any excuse you have, oh, it's a slow month. No, it's not a slow month. It's a slow month if you're letting it be a slow month. I don't know how right now people have zero PRV, and I'm sorry if you have zero PRV. I'm sorry if you have $200 PRV, because there should be no reason, if you are out there working your business, you're following up, you're making new connections, you're building new relationships, that you should be having a slow month. Like, there's no reason you should be having a slow month right now. Scentsy gives us every opportunity. I know we're in different regions, but in each region, I know that they give us every opportunity to grow our business. They give us every opportunity to sell and to have high PRV. It's a matter of what you're doing strategically and how well you're using your time. We all have the same amount of hours in a day. So it's how are you utilizing that time? We have 6 kids now. One is a nursing baby who's 8 months old. And she wants to be on the Chi-Chi 24/7. And I have to like put her on and type and whatever, give her to her dad so he can carry her around like a little kangaroo.
You can watch some of my YouTube videos and you'll literally see me carrying the baby in a baby carrier, rocking her,
like a little kangaroo.
Hey guys, this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to close a party, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, the baby's sleeping.
And we have an extra one living with us. So now we have 7 kids that we are providing for their every need on Scentsy money only. Through this, all those months, we busted our own excuses. Then that same year, December, my grandma died. We were caring for her as well. So we had his mom, Ruthie, and my grandma, Gigi, living with us, and we were their caregivers. Both in the same year they die, in our homes. And in the few amount of years we had been with Scentsy, we had moved every year.
Every single year.
Right before school started.
Yep.
Right before school started, our kids started a new school and we moved. So when people tell me that they have excuses like, oh, I'm moving, I don't have time, oh, this, oh, that. We have literally seen it all. We have had our power shut off. We've had our water shut off. We've had God show up and bless us with a stove from a complete stranger on Facebook. Beyond. God has used Scentsy and God has used himself, his works to totally blow our minds. And we've literally overcome every obstacle that Satan has tried to put in the way and overcome every one of the obstacles and excuses that we gave ourselves, that people every day, I'm sure some of y'all have told yourselves why you can't do something, why you don't have the time, why you don't have the money, why you don't have the resources, whatever the case may be. I know we all have some of the similar excuses. And so we busted those excuses. We busted our butts and worked the business. We were consistent from that September up until January, and then COVID hit. I don't know how it is where you guys are. In America, it's chaos. We will keep our political opinions and the opinions we have on all this to ourselves. But COVID hit, and then the kids were home full time, and we were trying to homeschool and trying to do online schooling, all still while running a business, and our business was never better. We started growing more. He was home. He was a caregiver for a developmentally disabled guy. And so he was home a little more. He could work the business a little more.
I could bring him home if I wanted to. Things
right.
Like that.
And so we said, you know what? We're going to give ourselves 6 months. If Scentsy can pay all the bills for 6 months, he will quit. So even despite COVID, we didn't let that stop us. It was a little hairy at first with the kids being home, but then we didn't let that bother us. Again, it was a family-run business. We would get them in on it. I stopped schooling because I couldn't.
We unschooled. So math was baking,
whatever. We unschooled.
PE was go mow the lawn.
So then, we had homeschooled, whatever, unschooled, and then fast forward to now, we just hit Star Director. Our goal is Superstar Director by Christmas. And it's really been in the last year now that we've worked it like a business. Prior to that, we didn't work it as a business. And once we started busting our own excuses and reigniting our own fire, because no one can reignite your fire for you. It is up to you. This is your business. Stop relying on your upline. Stop relying on your sponsor. Stop relying on your peers. Stop relying on your team. They cannot ignite the fire for you. You need to bust your own excuses. Stop comparing yourselves to other people. Just because we see this a lot with our team, just because I'm creative and I can create cute little flyers doesn't mean you have to create the same thing as I create. A handwritten note to your customer means just as much as a bunch of foo-foo stuff in a plastic bag. It wasn't until this year that we started sending Happy Mail to our customers and our team. Prior to that, we did not. We now invest a certain amount of money each month for Happy Mail, and it's not extravagant. The Happy Mail to my customers is the Scent and Warmer of the Month flyer, a sample, and a cute little flyer that I make, and some dang stickers that I make that take me 2.5 seconds on Canva to make. It does not have to be a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't have to be better than Georgia or Rita or Tanya down the road.
We're not in this business to beat each other, guys. We're in this business to inspire each other.
And help each other.
That's what this business is all about. So if you're in this business waking up every morning like, hey, Tanya's doing something amazing today, I want to do something better. Let me tell you that right now, that's going to look cool. Oh, you did do something better. But in the long run, it's going to fall short because it wasn't real. It wasn't really you. You were just trying to be better than somebody. And it wasn't the real you.
You're trying to make money with Scentsy, not spend money on Scentsy. Like, right, you're not supposed to be spending family money on Scentsy. You're supposed to be spending Scentsy money on family. So you shouldn't be wasting money. You shouldn't be losing money on Happy Mail. If you are going outside of your means and outside of your budget to make it look good because somebody else has looked good, that's not the way it should be.
You're hurting yourself is what you're doing. You're not hurting the other person because the other person probably doesn't even notice that you're in competition with them. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your family because you're going out of your means to create these cute little customer boxes, and then you don't have money for food the next week because you spent all this money to be able to post something cute on Facebook. Look what I did for my customers. And then the next week, guys, I need food. What's up? You know what I mean?
It's extremely important going in that you keep that in mind. And if you're like, oh, hey, Vienna does amazing at stickers, ask her, hey, would you mind helping me create stickers or showing me how you do that so I can do it myself? Because maybe I'm not creative, but if someone shows me, I can do it. Or, hey, I really have no idea. I'm super illiterate. Could you make me some? Somebody may take the time out of their day to help you. We are all in this together, so we should be helping each other out. If you asked us, we would help. Just like asking us, hey, do you want to come on and speak? Hey, do you want to do a training? Hey, do you want to come kick it at our house? Of course, not a problem. I would wake up at 3 a.m. if I needed. I would sleep in my makeup, and I would wake up at 3 a.m. to make sure that I was on a training for you guys if that's what I needed. It's not like we are making money off of you. We don't get paid. That's not it for us. At the end of the day, it's helping others inspire belief in themselves. And we're in this together. We're a family. So we should be doing what we can within our means to help each other out, to inspire each other, to help each other grow. Because at the top, it's lonely if you're there by yourself, right? So we want everyone to be at the top with us. And, we want to be at the top with the other people that are at the top. So at the end of the day, I think it's extremely important to stop comparing yourself and your business and how fast you're growing and how successful you are with somebody else's. You would never have known looking at our business that we went through what we went through. You would have just thought we were slackers and lazy up until the point. But as it got harder, we pushed harder, and then our business flourished more as we started to bust our own excuses. Did it suck? Yeah. Does it still suck sometimes? Yes. Sometimes I can't stand him and I want to punch him in the throat. But here we are. And, we bust each other's excuses. He was able to quit his full-time job July 4th. Independence Day, he became independent. Sure, we still struggle. Sure, we don't have a lot of money. Sure, whatever. But we make sure that our kids have activities to do. They're in dance and cheerleading and whatever. Sure, we don't have a lot to go to a date night. That's okay. We make time and we push each other and we help our team and we help other people to inspire themselves, because at the end of the day, it's your job to reignite your own fire. It's your job to bust your own excuses. And if you're constantly giving excuses, that means you're not cleaning your belly button. It's really going to stink. So please bust your own dang excuses.
And that sounds a lot easier said than done. Bust your own excuses. Like, honestly, that sounds a lot easier said than done. But it's really like one of those, and I hate using this term, but it's really what it is. Fake it until you make it. So if you have to wake up every single day, and if you feel crappy, you need to wake up every single day. Today is going to be a good day. Today, I'm going to have good thoughts. Today, I'm just going to be as positive as I can. I'm not going to nag. I am not going to complain about everything bad going on in my life. I'm not going to, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to say, today is a good day. And as the day gets going and something bad happens, you know what? Today is a good day anyways. My coffee just spilled. Today is a good day. Keep going. Keep faking it. Because the more you keep telling yourself and the more you keep feeding yourself inside and telling yourself, today is a good day. My life is great. My life is gold. Everything about my life is okay. I don't need more. I don't need extravagant. I don't need all the material things that everybody else has. My life is okay. I got what I need. As long as you keep telling yourself that and you keep putting that belief in your heart, it's going to start to pour out.
Eventually, you won't be faking it anymore. Eventually, that's going to be real.
Eventually you're gonna wake up and you're gonna say, today's a freaking good day, because it is, because you've told yourself for so long that today is a good day, and then you start to actually believe it because you make it a good day because your attitude changed. Something amazing that I love, that one of the amazing leaders that I love says is, the change starts from within. Like, nobody else has the power to change you except for you, and change doesn't happen unless you change something. So if you guys are feeling like in your little heart there's a black hole and it's just empty and you have no feelings, change that. Change it with a simple positive thought every single day. Change it when you see that annoying person on Facebook where you're just like, why haven't I deleted them? All they do is complete. Change it. Change your attitude towards them.
And if you need help with that, like if you're struggling, reach out to someone that you trust. Reach out to a leader that you admire and say, hey, this is the area I'm struggling in. We are okay with spanking you. If you need a little spanking and you need a little, whatever, positive affirmation too.
Pretty good.
Seriously. To check yourself, check your heart. Okay. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. It's something that I struggle with very, very hard. We have 6 girls in the house, and it's awful sometimes. One just started her time of the month, and it's awful sometimes. The attitudes, the fighting, the chaos, and I feed into that. I'm very immature sometimes. You can shut up, Jonathan.
Oh, I forgot you can still see me on there.
Anyways, he constantly tells me, be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Sometimes you just need to learn to shut your mouth. And so learning to do that has changed not only myself, but our business. It's something that I'm struggling with still currently, but it's a prayer every day. Holy Spirit, help me, because I can't do it on my own. And this guy, Holy Spirit, help me deal with him too. But anyway, so it's something that at the end of the day, the ball is in your court. This is your business, and how you are handling these situations is on you. And the more you complain about your business or constantly compare it to somebody else's, that's your business is struggling because of yourself. It is not anyone else's fault that your business is struggling, but your own. If you're having issues, reach out to someone. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to get inspiration from somebody else. We do it all the time. We are constantly, today we are watching videos to get inspired for what we want to talk about, for what we want to do in business and things like that. You don't have to be extreme. You don't have to be extravagant. Sending something to your customers is better than sending nothing at all. Same with your team.
A handwritten note goes a long ways.
Right. Just taking the time to tell them that. Touching base with them. Being a servant leader means leading from the front. Don't ask your team to do anything that you wouldn't do, and do it and show them that you did it. Hey, you should text 10 people. I'm going to text 10 people, and then I'm going to tell you to text 10 people. I'm going to show you that I just texted 10 people. We're in this together. So growing together, whether it's growing your team together, growing yourself together, growing for your family, it's huge. If you want to run this as a business, if you carve out the time to run it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. We had our first month last month that was over. We can talk about money, right?
Yeah, we can just put it in the thing here, I guess.
So we made over $5,000 in 1 month. That is our biggest check yet. We literally pooped our pants. Don't judge us, okay?
I cried.
And it paid all of our bills. Literally everything. We don't really have a lot of money left, but it's fine. It paid all the dang bills, okay? Anyways, but constantly Jesus is coming through and showing us that, you know, if we continue to work the business for his glory, he will bless us. And the business is continuing to grow. We hope to double that by the first of the year. Valentine's Day would be a cool time to double that. Get a fat check. But looking back, we thought $300 was big. We thought $800. When we got an $800 check, we pooped our pants. We literally were like, oh my
We
gosh.
poop our pants a lot, apparently.
Yeah, well, okay, so it's fine. We were like, oh my gosh, $800? That is changing lives. Can you imagine what you could do with a $10,000 paycheck? Literally. Our Scentsy why currently is we want to be so financially stable that we can bless other people. I want to be able to anonymously buy someone's whole entire Christmas. I want to be able to anonymously pay for a kid to play a sport that they're not able to play because they couldn't afford it. I want to anonymously buy someone a washer and dryer because they have gone to the laundromat so much.
We want to see our friends, not see them struggling, but if we see somebody on Facebook, like, guys, I need help. Where can I make money? Because this is all, like, I just need to pay this bill. We want to be able to say, you know, somehow anonymously send them the money that they need, because that's what we want to do. We want to help people, and we want to show people that they're still good in this world, even through all of the bad.
And we don't want the glory.
Yeah, we definitely don't want the glory. We don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, they paid our rent, they did this for us. Like, we don't want any of that. We just want to be able to do it and then move on with their day and hope that it changes their life in even the tiniest of ways. That is our goal.
Because we've been there. We've had our water shut off, and we went to check our mail, and the exact amount of our water bill was in an envelope in our mailbox.
On a Sunday.
And we had never told anyone what we owed to get our water turned back on. And someone put the amount that we needed in an envelope on a Sunday in our mailbox. We posted right before Thanksgiving or Christmas, our stove blew up, and we had no money to buy it. We literally lived paycheck to paycheck, sometimes negative paycheck to paycheck. And someone literally anonymously got on there and said, hey, there's a brand new stove at Home Depot. All you have to do is go pick it up. We were like blown away. We've had other stuff.
Facebook was gone. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, we've had other stuff like that happen. So we want to be able to bless people like that and be the hands and feet in Jesus so radically that we can change our community, that we can show people that Scentsy is more than just direct sales. Scentsy is so much more. The culture that is created here, and the people working together and loving each other so well that, you know, you're not on my team, but I'm helping you. You're not on my team, but I'm, you know, helping your team. We're all growing together because, again, at the top, it's lonely if you're there by yourself. It doesn't matter first place, second place. If we all go together, that's what matters. That we're all growing together and seeing success. And we will continue to give God the glory because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So if you're a believer or not, that is where our foundation of our business is on. And I believe that's why he's continued to bless us, even when it's been hard, even when we don't want to get out of bed, even when we're depressed or have anxiety. Scentsy has transformed our lives. Scentsy makes it to where he used to struggle with anxiety and depression and would never talk to people. Never would he speak to people, to where he is leading a booth at reunion, Scentsy family reunion. He is leading a booth, talking to people, flirting with chicks from all over the world. He's a flirt. He's a total flirt. Talking and flirting with you.
So
but it's okay.
I'm nice when I talk.
It's okay. Anyways, so Scentsy has literally transformed our lives. God has used Scentsy, Brianna Katzenberger, and every other person from our boot camp to Heidi and Orville to, everyone. You guys to fill our cup so that we can fill others' cups. Because if our cup is overflowing and we have too much and it's just overflowing, it's a waste. So we should all be working our best to fill each other's cups. Because at the end of the day, again, we're a family and we're in this together. So bust your own excuses. Stop comparing yourselves to others. Just because somebody does a freaking $50 Happy Meal doesn't mean you have to do the same. You be original and unique to you. Blow your customer socks off with your originality and your authenticity, instead of being like somebody else. If you need help, reach out. Never be afraid to ask questions. There's never a dumb question, even if it is a dumb question. because I ask dumb questions all the time. But it's not really dumb because we can all learn from it, right?
Yes.
So, I think that's it.
Dang, girl.
I think...
something else that I wanted to kind of touch on was we're all in this, like, to get to the top, right? Like, SSD is all of our goals, right? Like, come on, it's the top of the chain. Like, it's cool. But, guys, like, no matter what title you get, no matter where your goal title is, like, if and when you get there and you immediately think, like, all right, I'm here. I don't have to do anything. Kind of like we did. Check your heart. Check your attitude, check your brain, whatever it is, check it, because that's not how this business is. You're not ever done growing. You don't ever reach the destination. No matter how much you think, like, my goal destination is here, and when you get there, you still have more places to go. You're never done growing. You're never done learning, and you're never done expanding. Like, so if your goal is director and you're thinking, like, once I get to director, I can kind of chill, I can do whatever I want, like, I don't have to work as hard because I have that title. Check your heart. It's not about the title. It's about helping people get there with you. If you're just getting there just to get there, just so that you can say, I have this title behind my name, that's not the point of Scentsy. The point of Scentsy is to be able to say, I have this title behind my name because I helped others get there. Others helped me and I helped others. That's what this business is about, helping each other. So once you reach the top, make sure you're turning around and you're reaching your hand out to your fellow Scentsy consultants that help you get there. Don't leave your downline down in the dirt, and then...
Don't leave your downline down the line.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't feel cool and special, even though it is cool and special to finally be at the star director table like us. Like, it's cool and special, but we know that we did not get here alone. 205 people helped us get there. So for us, all those 1,000 SSDs and star directors and directors that are just sitting there waiting for us, like, come on, come over here, like, come to us, like, come to the cool kids table. You guys, I'm good. I still have these other people to help get there. So once they're all here, and I mean every single one of them, then I will come sit at the cool kids table. But I will never be there because there's going to always be someone new. So I'm probably never going to come sit at the cool kids table because I still have more growing to do. And so do y'all. So, guys, just know that the title, it's just a title. It's just a word behind your name. That's not what it's about. What it's about is helping the 100 people that helped you achieve that title. Helping the 1,000 people that helped you achieve that title. That's what this business is about. Turning around and lending a helping hand to help others succeed. That's what Scentsy's about. You guys, thank you guys for having us. We didn't stay all day because
it's just under an hour. It's just under an hour. So we didn't want to like drag this on for like years and years. But do you guys have any questions? I know that, again, we're going to probably post this on YouTube. Any questions about our story? Any questions about anything that we can touch on before we go to bed? Because my bags is...
While the questions roll in, we do want to say...
Oh, yes.
That,
after we spanked you and we gave you all the bad news and the gut punches.
I just burped and that was gross. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't even know if
they
you guys
can't
noticed
I
it.
can, though. Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
So we just want to shout out some of the amazing directors on this team. And not just you guys, not just the directors themselves, but your whole entire teams. Every single one of you, all of you guys that have helped your directors get to this point, we're shouting all of you guys out. We just want to know that we are proud of you guys. Your leaders are proud of you. The leaders that you helped get to this title, they're all proud of you. And we just wanted to kind of shout you guys out. So we have Lillian, Team Awakening Abundance. Tracy, I can't read that part.
Humble Beginnings.
Yes, Tracy and Humble
Gonna
Beginnings.
Screw the name up on this one.
Oh,
Loggy. I don't know. But it's a cool name. Team #Rain.
Yes.
Laz. Team #Faith.
Dorothy, Hibiscus. Tanya, Dreamcatchers. Tania?
I don't know.
Tania, Tanya.
Y'all have some cool names. Kathy, Team Excel.
Maybe it's Cathay. Who knows?
So much alofa for you both, love and Samoan. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
we were just
cute.
asking if you guys could speak a different language. And then Trish from Team Quiet Achievers. Yeah, girl.
We don't get out in the world much, so excuse
Flo
us if we
from
don't know.
#Unity and Helen from New Era.
Yes.
If you guys are on, great freaking job. You guys are killing it this month. You're amazing directors. Your teams are amazing. We appreciate the hustle for you guys. I know your directors and superstar directors appreciate it. You guys are doing amazing. Cartier. Is that how we say it? Cartier. We can't wait to meet you guys and hug you and love on you. And I swear, if I could ever get to Australia, I would come see you and love on you and hug you. If you want to send us there, we'd come. No problem. We'll leave the kids at home. Your accent is amazing, and we just want to hear you talk. Do we have an accent to you guys? Do we talk funny to you?
We're just boring Americans. They're
Seriously.
the ones with the cool.
Princess Felicia. Hey, girl. Please tell me I said Felicia right, because it's not spelled like Felicia.
Oh, my gosh. Guys, honestly, we are thankful
Praise
to be
God
here.
in Samoan. Oh, my gosh. Now I need to learn Samoan.
And another little thing. Your guys' leader who invited us here called us celebrities. Yuck. We're not celebrities.
Somebody told us once that we were what was it? Beyonce and Jay-Z. I was like,
I cannot believe she said that. I was kind of offended.
Jay-Z.
But guys, we just want you to know that we are humbled on it.
We have an accent. A southern accent. You want me to do a southern accent? Y'all?
This is what a southern accent is like for real. Do it.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh. Never mind. I thought she was gonna do it. We don't have a southern accent.
I'm like, y'all want to come back over here, y'all?
Anyways, guys, we are not here so that the light points to us. We are not here so that all this love, even though we appreciate it all, it's not going unnoticed or, unappreciated. We just want you guys to know that this is bigger than us. This is bigger than us two. This is about God. And we literally, in my heart, believe that we have earned this celebrity status in Scentsy to be able to share what he has done for us, because I kid you not, we have gone through some crap, and it's crap that people, like most people, would give up on. Most people would walk away from life
Or relapse.
Hard things in our lives that we have gone through that should have pushed us the opposite way, but really pushed us the other way. We just want to come and share with you guys that it's not about us. It's to show you guys that Jesus is real. He is alive, and with him and love for him and faith in him, he's going to provide your every single freaking need. Trust me, we know. So just know that we are humbled to be here. We appreciate you guys, but this is not about us.
And we are people just like you. We are not celebrities. We are nothing incredible. We are just using our platform to help other people. And that's it. So we're not celebrities. We're not the cool kids. We literally are regular old people.
Our backs are to the cool kids.
We are regular old people. Like, if you could see what I'm wearing from the waist down right now, you'd be like, girl, please put some clothes on.
You have clothes
He's got
on.
shorts on. I mean, I almost took my bra off and sat like this.
Y'all.
But at the end of the day, we are regular old people just like you, and everyone is the same in this business. We have been given the same opportunities as far as the business goes. Sure, we all have our own struggles, but at the end of the day, somebody somewhere has been through that same exact struggle as you. It's nothing new.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. We love you guys. Thank you for having us on. If you're watching this on YouTube, we also love you.
Please don't kick me out of the group page, because I want to watch you guys' lives.
He's going to save your videos. He's
I won't save them. I'm just going to watch them twice.
He'll probably try to flirt with you, so. Anyways, thank you guys for having us on. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, to learn and grow with us. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. And yeah, I was going to say something Samoan, but I didn't learn anything. So,
well, you learned like 2 words.
You learned a long time.
We love you guys. We appreciate you. We're getting off of here. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night to us, and good afternoon,
to you.
Bye, guys.